Hey guys, I'm gonna wait for a couple seconds for people to come on before I start talking, especially since I'm working on trying to onboard some new representatives that just came on in the last hour. I got two recruits within the last hour and I don't know where they're from. Hi Lena, how are you? How is everybody doing on this rainy-ish, kind of overcast, wet day? Hi, Ashley. How are you? Ashley, I meant to look up your leadership earnings check. I was going to talk about it, but I forgot to look it up. And because I'm sure that you got your $125 again. 7280, which was your second installment, I believe, of your leadership bonus, your promotion bonus. So congratulations on that. And let's see, is there anything else? Let's see. Sorry, I was busy. Oh, you did. Good, 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 good. Okay. I was busy onboarding a couple of new representatives that came on within the last hour. My order just came. I have not had the chance to check it in, but I pulled out some goodies and we're going to go over those this afternoon. So anyway, okay, so I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Margie Donaldson. My shirts always tend to go crooked on me. Margie Donaldson. I'm an Honor Society top seller as well as a bronze leader with Avon. And in less than, let's see, 1, 2, 3, in a little bit more than 3 weeks, I will be at my 20th year anniversary with Avon. So woo, woo for me. And I see we have Joni on here. Hello, Joni. She is brand new, guys. So everybody give Joni a big welcome. She is from Las Vegas, and she just joined this morning, I believe it is. So I'm so happy to have you on the team. And we have Cecilia on here, so we have a good bunch going. So good. It's going to be a good half hour. This is what I do, Joni, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time. I come on here and I talk about products, I talk about incentives, I talk about what we can do to build our businesses, and I answer questions that people have. So I am basically your go-to resource on that. So anyway, all right, we are in campaign 7, and 7 wraps up on Tuesday, March 17th, and all orders have to be in by 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Arizona time. Of course, I always recommend that you do it at least a day or two or even more earlier than that. I just received my campaign 7 order in at my doorstep at around 4:30 this afternoon. So I've already shown my books. I've gotten my orders placed, and they're here. And now I am going to work on campaign 8, even though 8 doesn't even open until March 18th. But I'm going to be placing that order on March 19th. So I look at the campaign calendar and I say, how can I be on the starting blocks early? So I just give my customers my campaign dates, which are completely different than Avon's campaign dates. And I do that so I can get my products. I could be one of the first people to get products. Things don't sell out as often for me. They do from time to time, yes, certainly, but not as often as somebody who waits until the very, 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 very last day and then places your order. So anyway, so campaign 7. For those of you that are brand new, you have joined Avon since campaign 5. And for those of you that are leaders, listen up. as long as you or your downline has placed an order of any size in campaign 7, they will get samples, full size. They'll get a full size Feelin' Fresh deodorant. They'll get samples, and do they get books? I can't remember. I kind of don't think they get books, but they do get lots of samples to show products to their customers. So anyway, we're in 7. That means that you can also sell out of campaign 6. We can only go back one campaign, but you can be showing your campaign 8. Oh golly, where is 8? And 9. Here's 9. Where's 8? Oh, 8 is stuck already in the book. You can be showing these What's News because something that's changed way since Joni was selling years ago is that they don't have demo prices in here. They show the full price. So therefore, you can basically have people shop out of your books early and pre-sell, and that way, when the campaign opens where you can place that What's New order, then you're off to the races with that. And as far as that is concerned, what was it? Oh, there is a demo limit of no more than 2 of an item. So, for instance, the Peony Rose fragrance, I'm highly recommending that everybody buy one for themselves, one that they can demo from, and then one that they keep in the package to sell. And whoops, part of what I received in my order, make myself a little table here. Part of what I received in my order was my full-size Peony Rosé, because if y'all remember from last week, I had been at a vendor show and somebody literally bought my demo bottle off the table. So, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just have to buy another one. So here I go. I've got my brand new one. I'm going to unwrap it here. So sorry about the plastic sounds. And then this will become my demo bottle. And I'm put on Velvet way early this morning, and I think it's gone now. So I'm going to put this on again. Look at that bottle. That is just, oh my gosh, you guys. It is such a pretty, pretty, pretty bottle. So definitely take this around with you. And what I do, because people don't want to just be squirted. You know, we're not a department store. We're not just going to assault people. Offer if they would like to smell the new fragrance. And then what you want to do is first squirt it into the cap. And then if they say, oh yeah, you know, they stick their wrist out for you, then you can spray on them. But I wouldn't just do that automatically. So let me pull this up here. Oh my gosh, the peonies just, that is such a top note there. Oh, it smells so good. I love, love, love this fragrance. So I hope you all have as good luck with selling that as I have so far. Okay. Now, in conjunction with that, on the back page of 7, back of 7, right? Yeah. They've got the A box, and I bought 5 of them. I could have qualified for more, but I went ahead and just got the 5 of them. I see a comment here. Oops. You guys, I'm trying to click on my mouse and I'm on my laptop. Michelle is on. Hi, Michelle. How are you? All right. So this is the A box for campaign 7 and campaign 8. A boxes you can qualify for, or your customer can qualify for, when they have at least a $40 order, and then it costs them $10. But what they will find in here is the travel size of the Peony Rosé, and that is going to be a glass vial. Open it up here. So it's a nice big travel size Peony Rosé. the sample, the travel size of the Power Serum. They get the lipstick in, this is Frostiest Mauve. It's a really pretty, there you go, really pretty light pink color. And then the lip liner in Au Naturel to go along with that. Let's see, there we go. Kind of see the color there. So they get all of that for only $10. It's such a deal, guys. So make sure that you ask your customers if they would like to add that to their orders. And if they don't qualify for it, I highly recommend that you buy it anyway, and then just take that around with you, put it in your basket, and sell these right off out of your basket. And I would do the $10. Maybe you could even go up to $15 if it's just a standalone. So, okay. So I wanted to go over a few things. Number one, Beauty Buzz. Every single Monday, Avon comes out with their Beauty Buzz. And if you missed it for that week, you know, it maybe ended up in your spam or whatever, you can always go in on avonnow.com, go into the news tab, and it's right there at the very top, Avon Beauty Buzz. And you can read the current edition. Oh, I haven't been on my website recently enough and it booted me off. So hang on a second, guys. I gotta log back in. So it goes Avon Beauty Buzz. Okay, there we go. It covers, what I can view is the March 9th, the March 2nd, and the February 24th editions. Great news that you can catch up on there. So make sure that you read your Beauty Buzz. The next thing I wanted to go over was the 4 diamond symbol. This is a question that came up yesterday, and I guess it's something that I have not touched on lately enough, and that is with the commission levels. There are 2 categories of commission. There is the category for fashion and home, and there's the category for beauty. Fashion and home is going to be your clothing, your shoes, your candles, things of that nature, anything that's fashion and home. Now, jewelry counts as beauty. Jewelry and watches all count as beauty. So the distinction is that on fashion and home, if you are not President's Club or above, your commission is limited to 20% on those and 25% on all of your beauty products. Once you get up to Premier, which is $5,000 in the campaign cycle, then you will be 30%, sorry, mixing up my hands here, 20% fashion and home, 30% on all beauty. And then once you get up to President's Club, which is $10,000 in the cycle, which runs from campaign 1 through campaign 26, then you're at 25% fashion and home and 40% on all beauty. Okay, and then you have to be way up in sales beyond anything I've ever achieved to have any more than 40%. But anyway, what I'm saying is, how do you know, other than fashion and home, just remember what that is. But if you look in your book, in your What's New or your or the brochure, and actually in campaign 9, What's New, there is nothing that is limited. But in campaign 10, this is when the big Chi rollout comes with the curler and the straightener and the Chi, let's see, the Chi hair dryer and the BioSilk. All right, so looking at this, actually, I'm going to take this back. All of the Chi, by the way, is full earnings. I'd forgotten about that. That was the big question that I got. It's on the next page where we have these fashion items. And if you look at, and you can just pull up any book and look at any of the clothing, you'll see a little 4 diamond symbol. I'm trying to get that right on the screen. See where it says mesh overlay A-line dress? Right next to mesh, it has a little symbol. That's how you're going to tell that that is limited to 20%. That's your fashion and home. Okay? So, are there any questions on that? If there are, let me know. Training for new representatives as well as even us seasoned reps. I mean, I'm gonna be 20 years here next month. Let's see, I'm trying to get rid of a pop-up. Sorry, guys. There's always new products that are coming out. There's always new programs such as the Pathway to Premier, the Caribbean Odyssey incentive, you know, things like that, that we have to learn about. So where do you go for that? Well, you ask your mentor for questions, but you can also go to Avon U and Facebook videos. I watched the most fascinating Facebook program yesterday on Avon USA representatives. Janine Whitver was the presenter, and she went over tons of our skincare products. Because there's so many, how do we know what to recommend for this, that, all that kind of stuff? So I highly recommend going back on to the Facebook Avon USA representatives page and find that video and just watch it. It's a little bit more than an hour, I believe. But you know, you don't have to stay riveted the whole time. You know, you can be doing kind of busy work, you know, something that's mindless, I guess, while you're watching it. But anyway, so we learned about what brightens the skin. So what her topic was to become an expert and in what concerns bother people. So the different concerns that she went over was brightening, large pores, sagging. She touched on the eczema, psoriasis, rosacea issues. She talked about bags under the eyes, clogged pores, dark circles, dry skin, sensitive skin. So she covered all of these different topics. I took a page of notes here and a little bit there. I don't know if you can see that because I always use scrap paper. I use like the pages from the invoices. And so I always have a supply of scrap paper that I can write down these notes on. A notebook would be more, you know, better organized, but I just grab scrap paper. It's just how I am. Anyway, so if you have any, let's say that you have a customer that has a particular concern and you haven't watched that video yet, A, I would recommend that you do, but B, reach out to me, reach out to the product reference line at 800-445-2866. Look on Avon U where they have the one page, let's see if I can find these real quick because they're it's kind of difficult to find these one pagers. And I haven't seen any more comments beyond Michelle joining. So if anybody has any comments, I can't see them. If you do have a comment to make, maybe send me a heart or something like that, and I'll look at it online. I mean, on my desktop. Anyway, trying to see. Oh, I believe it's in the resource library. And then, sorry guys, you're gonna see my messy desk here. Resource library. And then you scan down to the bottom and it'll say show 16 more. And then I believe it's under product information, I think. document collections. Come on, open up for me, please. Yeah, the product information, and then or product information, or the last thing that I saw, which was what? Product information or product central. It's going to be on one of those. So don't be shy about just opening up things in Avon U. Click, 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 open things up, take a look at them. All right. All right, that's all I had written down for questions, but I have product to show you. So I already showed you the A box and I showed you the Peony Rosé. These are the athletic sandals. I believe they were in campaign 6, 7, like a little separate flyer. I'm not sure if these made it into the full book, but I'm very excited to try them because I had a pair that I wore out, completely wore out, like I busted through them at a water park last year. So I'm hoping that these will last just as long as they did. They feel really, really super comfortable, and they're all man-made materials, so I will be able to just go in the water with these. And I just think they're I wouldn't say that they're cute, but I would say that they're definitely functional. And that is sometimes what you need when you are wearing something athletic. So that's those. One of my customers ordered these sandals, and now looking at them, I'm going to get a pair in this white as well. The blue that's also offered in, I have a pair similar to that from a couple years ago. But these just look so super comfortable. They're called Elastic Spring Sandal. And this is all elastic here, and this is all elastic here. So it should fit from a narrow shoe to a wide shoe because of the fact that there's that elastic, unless it's really super wide, and then it might be uncomfortable. And then it has this little, like, almost like a thong or a flip-flop kind of thing there, but it's just to hold the foot stable. So I'm going to get these, and it has even a little bit of arch support to it, which a lot of times in our Avon shoes, we don't get a lot of arch support. So I'm anxious to see what my customer thinks about that. And then one of my customers ordered these spring sneakers, the printed spring sneakers. So I wanted to show you what those look like. And they are in the Cushion Walk family, from what I believe. And Cushion Walk is just so comfortable. In fact, I have a pair on right now. Not these, but a pair of Cushion Walks. The other thing that I wanted to show off was this candle. So all of these products that I'm showing you, all are in the fashion and home department, which true, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like lost trying to figure out, okay, I think somebody commented. Joni says they are cute. Everything that I'm showing is cute, so I'm not sure which one you're referring to specifically. Anyway, all of these products that I'm showing are all in the fashion and home. So yes, you only get 20% earnings on these. However, the prices in the fashion and home are higher than the prices in the beauty for the most part, skincare notwithstanding. But the reason why you want to show the fashion and home is because a lot of people don't know that Avon sells fashion and home. And yet we do. This is an old shirt. I want to say from 2 years ago. I bought it in a large so I could wear it more like a jacket than an actual button up. Because when I buttoned it up the first time, I just thought, oh, it's stuffy like that. It looks old fashioned. But when I open it up, it's just like a little spring jacket. And then this is a cami from a cami set that we had years ago. And then, of course, my jewelry is Avon. Let's see, the jeans that I'm wearing are not Avon. They are Amanda jeans from Gloria Vanderbilt from Kohl's. My very, very favorite jeans style, Amanda jeans. I have them in numerous colors and cuts and capris and shorts, and they're just so great. But anyway, then I do have on, of course, I have on an Avon bra. I always do. And I have on Avon loafers from a few years ago. These are all items that when I'm out and about and people comment on them, then I can say, oh, they're Avon. Would you like to see what we have currently in our book? Avon sells clothing. Avon sells jewelry. They don't know these things. They just think that Avon is makeup, but we are so much more than that. So it's our job to wear and share, and that's going to help build your business. So anyway, this is our sparkling citrus candle. One of my customers ordered it. Oh my gosh, if you guys like citrus, this is not lemony. I would say that it's more like a Tangelo meets a grapefruit kind of scent. And our candles are 3-wick candles. They're glass jars. They burn evenly down the sides of the jar, and they burn for 30 hours. So just based on that information, you can sell your candles. I would recommend buying one, walking around with it. Now, come summertime, when it's 110 degrees out, there ain't no way I'm going to have a candle in my car. Not going to happen. And it's really too heavy to constantly have in my bag. So lipsticks and candles are things that I like to sell in the winter time when it's not 110 degrees out. But in the meantime, show off your candles and let people smell the lid. That's where you're going to capture the scent, not in the candle itself. Because when I actually put my nose into it, I really can't smell it. All the scent is there in the lid. So the other huge fact about our candles is, and I'm going to just get the proof positive here. Okay, right here on the back, it says candle poured in the USA. That's important. There ain't no Chinese wick to this kind of candle. This is all USA. However, the lid is made in China. They just come out and they say that, and then it's assembled in the USA. So those are good facts to tell your customers about our candles. They are wonderful. I recently had, well, let's see. I've got one customer that she will buy a couple of candles. Oh, I would say she averages about a candle a month kind of thing. And then another customer recently bought some, and she wanted to see what I had in my stock as well. So I carried in this huge box that had 10 candles in it, and she and her husband went through there and picked out her 2 favorites, or their 2 favorites. And, so that added to my bottom line as well. So don't be afraid to show fashion at home, even though you're limited to 20%. But in the meantime, you're also building your beauty business. And what I want you to do is watch that video that Janine did yesterday on the Avon USA representatives page. I'm going to pull it up right now and just see if I can give you an idea of what time it was posted, just so that when you're looking for it, you're like, is this it? Is this it? Let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to fold this down for a second. Live videos. You can always go to the left-hand side, look up live videos, And okay, so she calls it have a skin concern, like wishing your skin was brighter or that pesky fine line would go away. So it went in there on Tuesday, March 10th at 3:25 p.m. is when it was posted. And Janine, of course, if for those of you that know Janine, she's blonde, she's got very long hair. She is just wonderful with her videos. So I highly recommend that you go back through the Avon USA representatives videos, just pull them up and watch them. Lots of product information there. So I can't think of anything else to go over at this moment. Of course, if you ever do have any questions, concerns, you are more than welcome to call me, text me, email me. I always say that. And we have the free signups through the end of this month, and then they will be gone probably forever. So it's not too late to start a team, as Ashley can attest to, because she is now up $250 in promotion bonuses just for starting her team in campaign 5. So she's been a leader for campaign 5, campaign 6, now into her 3rd campaign. And as long as her team qualifies her again for bronze ambassador, then she will be collecting another $125 bonus. So there are bonuses out there to be had. Don't be afraid to share the opportunity everywhere you go. Okay? So with that, I will bid you all a good night, and I will see you probably next Wednesday, March 18th. We will be talking about campaign 8 and up to campaign 10. And let me just see. Too many emails just came flooding into my box. Okay, 18th. Yes, I will be here. So until then, happy selling, happy recruiting. I'll see you guys later. Bye.